Hey, you guys, Desmond here, and welcome back to the channel for our final ranking of 2021. The top 20 moments that made us say, what the fuck? Ooh, like always,
It's supposed to be 10.
it was supposed to be 10. It was, but it's now 20. Like always, I am joined by my wonderful co-host, the beautiful and talented
Hey.
LaCresha. How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. Had a birthday and everything. So
She's 50 now, so give woo woo woo.
38.
Yeah, you're close to 50. So
40.
closer to 50. Anyway, I don't think there needs to be any hesitation. We know why we're here. There's 20 moments that happened this year that just pissed us off that we had to.
Baby.
We had to. Now, the first one's a little petty. Number 20 is petty, but I'm petty. So there we go. So let me go ahead and share this here screen. Number 20, the bootleg. Woo! What I tell you, I was sick of seeing the same thing every week. Every week. I want to have the nerve to read them when you're pulling the same thing every week. I thought RuPaul was bad.
Oh shit.
Every week we got this, a variation of this. And I love a good thigh high, but it's the same thigh high every week.
It was the same high.
Oh goodness. Now I have to give it to them. Their finale look, that was good. That was good. But when I'm telling you, it irked my spirit. Because I didn't think it could get worse than RuPaul.
Yeah.
Because RuPaul's had a questionable year. RuPaul started off the year good. Was killing it every week. But
and we was like, oh honey, she getting it back. And then somewhere mid-season.
But they missed the mark every week. But yeah.
Every week.
But yeah, that pissed me off. So I'm like, you know what? We're gonna put that on here. Top 20.
Yeah, and then what made it worse was like midway through the season, they were like, oh, we do our own makeup and styling.
Oh, we can tell. We can tell.
That makes so much more sense now.
Season 5, can y'all please get somebody up in there? Get a nice little horror designer who could come in and make y'all look sickening every week.
Dolly.
Not
and Sigourney every once in a while when they need something glamour. It's just as long as it's not the Jessica Rabbit look, because baby, you didn't outdid that.
Outdid it. But yeah, that was number 20. Like I said, it was petty, but it had to be. So number 19 is a 2-for-1. It's because technically this would have been 21. This is a 2-for-1.
Okay.
And that is the mistreatment of Charity Case and that temper tantrum that Scarlett Harlot threw.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I understand feeling attacked. I understand that you are in a pressure cooker that is Drag Race that nobody ever is going to understand, but you and the 11 other queens that performed that season. That childish-like behavior was not acceptable, Miss Scarlett. When I'm telling you, when she walked away from that group, and there were some people who try to defend Scarlett in her actions. I'm like, no, Scarlett was talking shit the whole damn season. Talking mad
the whole season.
Mad shit. And then as soon as they decide, they're like, you know what, let us tell you how we're feeling. She's like, no. Girl, what the?
And totally invalidated their feelings.
And then Charity Case.
Your favoriteest person?
It just irritated me watching her get constantly slept on. Constantly. There was multiple times she should have got praised. I don't think she should have won, but she should have got praised for what she did. And even this situation right here, the big spender lip sync. Oh no, the who do you think you are lip sync. I don't think Charity should have been lip syncing. That should have been Crystal. Just being real. Now, this lip sync here, yeah, they deserve to be in the bottom for this. But then again, you know, Crystal could have been in Charity's case because Crystal was the team leader. If we're going to do team leader. Since nobody won the challenge.
Oh God, yeah, I remember that.
We can tie that into number 19 too. Nobody won that damn challenge. When we've had way worse challenges that we had a winner to. Shakespeare.
Right?
Shakespeare on season 7 of US Drag Race was straight bullshit. And we still had a winner.
Because nobody really outacted anybody.
The only one, like River did good. River was probably the only one who did decent. Crystal was okay here. Right. But River plus the runway, you can see it from here. The runway, this should have been her win. But it was clear by the next episode why she didn't get the win. Because they had no
They were trying to get rid of her.
It was just so irritating. Honestly, I could have put the whole season of UK3 right here. But hey. So it's time to move on.
I have a feeling they're gonna make it a lot on this list.
Okay, so we're gonna move on to number 18. The mistreatment of Drag Vulcano.
Oh my God, I was so mad. Oh, they got rid of her way too soon.
Way too soon. Now, the only critique I agreed with was when they did the Divas Girl Group Challenge. We're regular heels, honey. We're trying to have a cohesive look.
Right.
Anything else? Like, she did not have the worst verse in the Divas Challenge. She should not have been in the bottom.
No.
And it really, because that was the only thing really with Drag Race España. Oh, well, there's another moment. It's coming. But this was one of the things that just really put a blemish on the season for me. And I'm like, y'all
she had really great drag. And I don't understand, really other than the shoe thing, what was the point of getting rid of her?
Like, the shoe thing worked for her.
That was her thing.
The shoes always matched the outfit.
Prepared? It's like, should she have prepared to maybe have a different height of shoe for other challenges? Yes. But her drag includes those shoes.
And it just irritated me. It was like none of the judges understood her. And it just made me want to go quit.
Willful ignorance.
It hurt. It hurt.
Yes, I was mad too. I didn't want to watch anymore after because I had her in my top 3.
It was too early in the season for them to be pulling that type of shenanigans.
Right.
Early in the season. So, number 17. The fact that Denali and Olivia lip synced when it should have been Tita Burnter and Rose. Just look at the material. It's right here. Like, I was so confused why Denali and Olivia had the lip sync. And on top of that, Denali did not lose that lip sync, but yet you sent her home. Like, I don't get it. These are probably some of the worst makeovers I've ever seen in my life. And RuPaul's like, you're safe. What? Where?
Right.
Why? How? It's just, to this day, getting this screenshot really pissed me off. Woo! It really pissed me off. I'm like, what is going on in this building today? What is going on?
What was the point?
What was the point? What was the point?
I mean, I understand they were trying to get one or the other to express themselves on the other person. But that's how I see Olivia. That's how I see Denali.
I will say Olivia did not do Denali's makeup well.
She did not.
She's not, but I don't think it justified her being in the bottom.
No.
It really irritated my soul, friend. It really did. This moment, I just want to. Whew, all right. I feel like I'm gonna be screaming by the time we get done with this, because the more I watch, the more we click.
The more angry you get.
So, Number 16. The judges completely trashing Kitamane's magic performance.
Oh my God. And for what though?
It was amazing. Yeah, the outfits were a little basic, but all because I don't like magic. The fuck? I don't really care for magic.
And that seems like such a cop out. Like, I honestly think like they were just trying to find an excuse to get rid of her. And then she was
just really made it clear that they intentionally wasn't wanting her to win.
That part.
Because she shouldn't have been in the bottom for this. That performance was amazing. The fact that she went into what, 3 other outfits and you can't even really see them, like, what? I think there was one where you could see the outfit under it, but the rest were like you couldn't see where it was coming. That was amazing. One of my favorites of the night, next to Racist Adams on that pole. But it was just like, what is going? But you know, Down Under altogether was a shit fire.
It really was.
Honestly, I
from
could
episode 1
the whole season on this list just in a cast photo. Down Under pissed me off.
Right. Especially after, because I didn't understand what was the point of bringing Art back. Like, you gave no justification, nothing. Because hold
it. You know that's coming.
Okay.
You know that's coming. We're gonna get to Miss Art, okay? And it's not Art's fault, but we still gotta read her for it. So we're gonna move on to number 15. This one took place in All-Star 6. Ginger Minge winning the pink table talk.
That was Trinity's win. I'm sorry.
That was, to me, that was Eureka's win. Because, you know, that was the team Eureka, Trinity, and Akira. Eureka, to me, was the moderator. She knew what she was doing. Trinity was amazing, too. Like, if there was 2 winners, then would have been the 2. But honestly, it was a great moment to give Eureka her first win. And it was just, they're like, oh, you're the best team of the week. But the top all-star is Ginger. What? Who was part of the worst team? The math wasn't mathing here.
No, I don't know what their
the math.
I don't know what their plan was there.
I think
not to discredit anybody, but yeah.
Yeah, I think they were just worried that Ginger didn't have any wins at that point, and they were like, "Well, we got to do something. Give her the win." That was so stupid.
To justify keeping her as long as they did.
So stupid. I was so mad. You know, I love me some Ginger. But that was not her win. That was not, and even this, you could tell she's like, wait, me?
That part.
Me. Okay, well, all right, well, let me go. Where the hell my phone? Where the hell my phone? And don't get me wrong, that lip sync was amazing. That was an amazing lip sync. I really enjoyed that lip sync. I can't imagine a world without that lip sync. But I think Eureka would have did it just as fun.
She probably would have did better.
I don't know. Ginger really ate that. Ginger really ate that. She really did. But child, let's move on to number 14. We're staying with All-Star 6. Michelle Visage coached Kylie through her acting performance. What the?
That part. And then how the hell do you win getting coached through your thing?
Nobody else got examples. Michelle didn't come out there and give an example for Akira or for Eureka. Why we come out here for Kylie? And Ross is just sitting there like, shut up, Ross. And you know I love you.
Because there was no point to telling her, oh, because anybody else they would have had to coach, they'd have read them to filth for.
Really? Would have been in the bottom for that.
That part. So how the heck does somebody who had to get coached through their whole shenanigans get the win?
Honestly,
unless there was some tomfoolery going on.
This is the win that Ginger should have got. Ginger and Trinity were amazing.
Yes.
Even Pandora could have got this win because Pandora did good. It was just like, and it just annoys me because it's the only win Kylie had. and she was coached through it.
That part.
It just
because like I said, like any other time that she's had to take time away from filming to sit there and be like, okay, look, your best bet is to do it like this. Like when she was trying to get what is that baby's name? Oh, I cannot. I'm having a brain fart.
What season are you talking? 12.
Bob's ex.
Bob's ex. Miss Cracker?
Huh? Yes, Miss Cracker. There we go.
Season 10.
Yes. Like when they were doing their, because she was on the All-Star season, the last All-Star season.
Oh, we're talking about All-Stars 5. Okay, yeah, All-Stars 5.
Yes, and when she had to coach her through that whole little swimming pool beach thing, and she just kept like, okay, wait, okay, I got it now. Because and she was trying to coach her through her perfection. She didn't win that.
That happened on season 10. I know what you're talking about. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. And they read her for that. And they should have read Kylie for this. They should have. So moving on to number 13, we're running over to across the pond for the second go around. And that was Jenny Lemon quitting.
That made you so mad.
This was higher. But I'm like,
he almost threw the remote at the TV because this was like one of the last things we watched together before I left. So he wanted to throw the remote at the TV so bad.
It was just, God, why? Why? It's like, you know what the show is. You know there's a possibility you're going to have to lip sync for your life. Like, it pissed me off when Jamie Brown did it. It pissed me off when Benda LaCreme did it. It pissed me off. We're going to get to the other two. But it's just, you know what the show is.
Everybody knows what this show is. And then you get up there.
It pissed me off when she quit. Y'all know what the show is. Especially for the All-Stars girl. Y'all, I can understand Jenny. This is her first time going through it. This is all new.
Right.
But All-Stars, honey, y'all know what the tea is. Y'all really do. And I can understand not being in the mind frame to compete. I completely understand that.
Right.
I'd rather you stand there and give a half-ass performance than just to walk off.
Because that was just blatant disrespect.
And she was like, oh, it's not disrespectful. Yes, it is.
Yes, it was.
Very disrespectful.
Very much so.
Very disrespectful. Like, and a lot of people online were justifying Jenny Lemon doing that. I'm like, no.
Oh, well, she's just old, but she could have stood there. She could put a Charlie.
And don't get me wrong. This is an iconic moment. And we will forever talk about this because she's the first person to ever
for all the wrong reasons.
The stage. But all the wrong reasons. All the wrong reasons. Real, I remember sitting there like, please tell me she's coming back. Please tell me.
Yeah, because I thought, she was going to pull out some trick or she was going to come back with an outfit change.
Just please tell me this is no.
She danced her way off the stage, out of one sound stage, back into the other sound stage, did her exit interview, wrote her message on the mirror, and danced her little happy self off. And everybody was just sitting there.
But what really pissed me off was RuPaul's reaction. RuPaul was just sitting there like nothing happened. Michelle and even I believe Graham was there that week. They were all like, well, what's going on? Is she gone? Like, what happened? Like, and Ruth's just sitting there just watching Sister. I'm like, you're not going to respond to the fact that Jenny just walked off the stage? And even afterwards, she was like, and just like normal, she was like, sister, Shantae, you stay. Like, she didn't crack a joke about Jenny leaving. Michelle did. But Rue was just kind of,
I think at that point, Rue was just like super ticked off.
Oh, I would have been pissed.
And so, like,
to address
it, to address it in the moment, she probably would have been worse than the
that would have been a
whole.
moment. It would have been a moment though.
Yeah, it would have been a worse moment than everybody not winning the challenge in season 3.
But yeah, Jenny walking off like that, it really irritated me. It really irritated me. It really irritated me. And like I said, so many people try to justify this moment, and I'm like, no, that is disrespectful. You know, there's a possibility you might have to lip sync for your life.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you, everybody else is tired. Everybody else probably wants to go home.
And this was what, like week 3 at that point?
I believe so. Yeah, week 3.
Yeah.
It was just like, I don't like people who quit. Me personally, that just really irks my soul. So we're gonna move on to number 12, and we're making another trip down under. And this is Anita Wiglet.
She was so mistreated and so overlooked.
Robbed.
Yes, because this lip sync was awesome.
Was uncalled for.
Really?
Like, she just slayed Snatch Game, and this was the design challenge she went home on. Yeah, we've seen this look before, but it's still a good look.
Yeah.
Looks we had up there on the main stage. I didn't get it. Now, I will say, her and Karen lip synced. That lip sync was probably one of the worst lip syncs I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't understand why they did Anita the way they did her. Because
she was an excellent queen. And I feel like they just had to get rid of somebody they knew was going to outdo the one they wanted to win originally.
And that's the thing. If that's the case, why make her a front runner so early, having her win Snatch Game? When you could have gave it to somebody else, and then we would have been sitting here mad because she didn't win Snatch Game. That probably would have been on this list, that she didn't win Snatch Game.
She'd have been on this list regardless, I think.
That part. But yeah, just the mistreatment of Anita, her going home, just no. It did not make sense. Storyline wise, it was very stupid.
Right. And then to sit here and show this season, film the next season, try to create that same drama. Yeah.
I'm just over it.
Yeah.
So we're moving on to number 11. We're heading over to the UK again, but this is from the third time around. And it was the double elimination of Theresa May and River Medway. Don't get me wrong. This lip sync was not
horrible.
Good.
It was garbage.
But to me, and to a lot of other people, River gave the better performance.
Yeah.
River should have stayed. But here's another thing. Theresa shouldn't have been in the bottom that week. Theresa did a decent job. If you want to be real, Crystal should have been down there. Hell, even Scarlett with the I almost put that moment on here.
Yeah, because that was so annoying.
That moment, we had to push it to 25. And I'm like, we'll be pissed off for too long. I can't top 20 moments that pissed us off. So the honorable is Scarlett's girl. But this
the Macaulay Culkin.
But this lip sync, was it good? No. But no. River gave me more of what I needed from this lip sync, so she should have stayed. And like I said, Theresa should not have been in the bottom. Really shouldn't have.
No.
Really shouldn't have. It was just, like I said earlier, it was very clear why she didn't win the challenge before this. It's clear now. I can see clearly now. But number 10, are you ready to go back to España?
Yeah.
This is a twofer.
Oh, great.
Dovima and Enty quitting. Enty more. Because Enty more. I had to mention Dovima because she just stood there.
Right.
But Enty got out of track. the host had to come into the workroom in full drag.
In drag.
In full drag. RuPaul has never had to step into the workroom in full drag.
No.
Trying to get this queen to stay in the competition.
Mm-hmm.
Felt like they didn't understand her and that she was getting critiqued unfairly. You really weren't. You really weren't.
No, because this was episode 2.
3 or 4 when this happened with NT.
Yeah.
No, it was 3. It was 3 because each week she's like, y'all are not getting me. What do you mean? Do you not? I hope when they watched it back, she saw how
stupid she looked.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that kind of pissed me off too, because I was just like, what in the, why are you upset? Like, I thought you watched Drag Race. Obviously you haven't, because if you had, you'd realize you're supposed to be getting critiqued.
And trust me, I get it. Getting constantly naked critiques can mess with you mentally. But
yeah,
I understand why she's upset, but I do not agree how she responded to being upset.
Right.
I do not agree with that. And it was just like, you're really finna get out of drag. You got out of drag. You're quitting.
Right.
You're quitting right now. Supreme better than me because I wouldn't have came into that workroom. No, go home.
Mm-hmm.
Bye. And then Davina had to sit up there and lip sync by herself. But I did like the moment at the end when all the queens came up to the beginning of up to the front of the stage and they were all lip syncing together. The judges were up on their feet. They were lip syncing, dancing. I'm like, this is a cute moment. Mm-hmm. It almost makes up for how mad I am at Venti. That was a really cute moment. It really was.
Yep.
Everybody was having a good old time.
Yep.
And I wonder if they told the queens to come up front during that part, or just be like, you know what, hey, let's run up here. This will make a moment. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, but yeah, NT pissed me off. And then Davina.
I cried. I'm not even gonna lie.
I don't know why you cried.
Because I think it was just the idea of the quote unquote self-sacrifice for whatever reason. Or maybe I was just depressed and feeling emotional and gave into it.
All the way off. And I'm like, oh, so you just gonna stand there. You could have, now if she would have stood there and still lip synced the song Charlie Hyde style, I'd be like, okay, I see what she's doing. I might have felt the moment then. But the fact that she stood there, girl.
Yeah.
It just made me mad. It made me mad. It made me mad. Oh. Number 9, we have to go back to season 13 of the United States.
Ooh.
And the double Shantae of Candy Muse versus Simone. Why?
I don't know.
Why?
I have no clue.
Honestly, we could throw in the favoritism of Candy Muse in this as well. Because I'm sorry, Simone won this lip sync. And if y'all wanted to do a double save, hell, y'all just had to wait 1 or 2 more episodes. The Elliot and Lala lip sync, that should have been the double save. Because that was the double save. And you know, I live for Miss Candy. You know, I follow her on social medias. Like she's a hoot and a holler. But the way she was presented on this show, got on every nerve I had. When she was, I'm like, oh, good, yay! I might the season might get a little better. Then RuPaul's like, Candy, wait! I'm like, no.
Yeah, she did it.
No,
she kept her around.
Came out. Were we watching this together?
I think so.
I think we were. I think
because we were together for most of 13, just like the last few episodes.
If my memory serves us correct, we both just sit back and be like, please don't.
It was like, huh? What? Why?
Oh, stop. Retreat, please.
Don't do it. But why?
Please, stop it. Stop it now. I beg of you. It pissed me off.
Yeah.
It
It was kind of like, why I don't know. I don't think that was the double save.
it
Because
wasn't.
we was both just sitting there looking like, wait, what are we double saving for? Why are we, one, why are we double saving? Two, why are we doing it so early in the
Because
season?
at this point, I think we were on like episode 8, and only like 4 queens have gone home. 3 queens have gone home at this point, and I'm like,
Right.
we need queens to go. Why are we saving Candy? It was just why, why? Question mark. I really hope if Candy ever decides to do an All Stars, they work on that edit, because baby, that edit on 13, baby,
Was not the tea.
was not the tea. But afterwards, I follow all the queens unless they give me a reason not to follow them. Elliot with 2 G's.
Well, I
And
just follow
just
the
seeing
ones
her
I like.
personality online, I'm like, I wish we saw this on the show and not what we got. But hey, it is what it is, and this moment pissed us off. So, number 8, the temper tantrum that Astrid threw on episode 2 of Dragula. Yeah, y'all didn't think Dragula was gonna make this list again. It's here. It's here, and we got another moment coming too.
There are no words for this.
This temper tantrum.
Because why?
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 Like, Zavaleta almost made this list. She ain't on here. She almost did.
Well, she's not. Because I just knew that was going to be the other one.
She kind of is for the treatment of somebody else, but we're going to get to that in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
But this moment was beyond.
I'd have sent them home too.
Straight to the house. Is this really how you going to act?
To the Capitol. All my 90s babies know that reference.
You just won last week, and yeah, you had a bad week. I'm sorry. And guess what? You're up for extermination.
I mean, you can't come in and expect, one, you can't come in and expect to win every single challenge. 2, you cannot sit here and allow something like that to shake your confidence to the core like that, because that's basically what happened. You went from nervous coming in, you won the first challenge for some weird reason, like my mother says, you was smelling yourself, and you got overconfident and cocky and was like, oh, I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna slay all this. And I don't know if it was just because Dolly came back and you were like, oh, my friend is here.
Honestly, I think Dolly coming back is the reason this happened.
Right.
Because you're telling me now my drag parent is here. And you're telling me I'm in the bottom when I just bragged to my drag parent that I was in the top last week? I'm better than this. It's Jade's fault. It's Sigourney's fault. I shouldn't have let you control me. Come, shut up.
Right? You have a mouth.
You have a mouth. And just like Sigourney said, if you really felt this passionate about it, why didn't you say something?
That part.
Because we could have worked your little reveal into it. If you really just wanted to do your reveal. But yeah, that pissed me off. So we're moving back to Drag Race, but this time All-Star 6. The elimination of Trinity K.
Bonet. Oh my goodness. That was so fucking unfair.
Such bullshit.
Straight up bullshit.
Because technically Trinity made top 4. I don't care that Eureka came back.
Mm-hmm.
Trinity made top 4. I believe that Lip Sync SmackDown happened too late in the season.
It did. What was the point of doing it when they did it?
That was not fair. That was so not. And even if we talk about the charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent monologues, Trinity did great. Trinity did amazing. If we want to be fair, and y'all can come for me, I do not care. Kylie should have went home. because they're all talking about, oh, track record. I'm like, do we forget Trinity has 2 wins and the same amount of bottoms as Kylie? So why is Kylie all of a sudden not up for elimination when she's up for elimination? I don't understand.
No, and like I don't understand why. Oh Lord, I could add Silky Nutmeg Ganache up in there because I'd have been okay if Silky would have won. Silky should have won. To me, Silky won like not only just her special lip syncs, but that last one. But they just wanted Eureka to come back for some stupid reason.
It was very irritating because the clear answer was to send Kylie home. I'm not sure if they were just scared to do it. Couldn't have been me. Because, baby, congratulations, you and Jada won. Oh, we did? Okay. The team chose Trinity. Oh, y'all did? Well, that's fucked up because guess what? Kylie going too. Because at this point, that was the last lip sync for your legacy. So they both had to win. Like they both didn't have to win. But I would have had to win regardless because they're not going to let that money carry over to the final episode because that's when we're getting the $100,000. So it's either going to be a tied win or I'm getting a solo win. So I would have known either way, Kylie finna go to the halves.
Right.
And I love you, Kylie. I do. But this moment right here pissed me smooth off.
And I think it was just she got Shangela because, like in Shangela's season, she sat there. She was the clear front runner. She should have won, but then they kicked her off at the last minute for no reason. So Trinity obviously was the front runner. Like everybody loved Trinity, and then they turned around and did the same thing.
Runner, but Trinity was like there, like she deserved to be.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Raja, and then they was neck and neck.
Like I feel like here's the thing, even if Trinity would have made it to the finale and then they still chose somebody else, I would have been fine because Trinity was there. She deserved that spot in the finale.
She earned that spot. Blood, sweat, and tears. And Beyonce
which she should have won that challenge, but hey.
That part.
Because it irritates me because they want to holler, oh, her runway wasn't the best. Okay, there's been a lot of times when somebody slayed the challenge, but their runway wasn't the best, but they still gave them the win.
That part.
But then there's times somebody has done best in the challenge, but their runway wasn't the best, and they gave somebody else the win. Alexis Michelle, their musical for season 9, when she was Kris Jenner, she should have won that, but her runway was trash. So they gave it to Shea Coulee. So it's just like, make up your mind, RuPaul. Does the runway matter or not? Because sometimes you say you do, and sometimes you say you don't. Let us know. Because it's irritating. But anyway, let's move on to the 6th moment that really pissed us off. We're making a trip back to Dragula. The misogyny against Sigourney Beaver. Mary Cherry. Zavaleta. And even Astrid. Hoso. Let's not forget Hoso had a moment. Bitter Betty. Well, Betty's a woman. Can a woman be misogynistic?
Yeah.
Okay. But anyway, yeah, all them.
Especially one that used to be.
It was very annoying constantly watching Sigourney get attacked by those 5 people.
Yes, by everybody.
Every week, one of them has something to say about Sigourney, and I'm like, and hands up, I don't like Sigourney. I made that very clear from the jump. Something about her personality, it didn't click with me. But every time somebody came for her, I'm like, oh, okay, so we doing this. Okay, meet me outside because this ain't cool. This was not cool at all.
None of it was. And I don't understand why they kept doing it.
And it was just, especially Mary. Mary was the main culprit. Like, Mary came in hard. Mary came through like a wrecking ball, was constantly coming for Sigourney. And it was just, It was so frustrating to watch. But I'm hoping now that it's been broadcast nationally, well, worldwide, people are watching it on Shudder worldwide. Hopefully, people can see that and be like, "Wow, are we really treating the AFAB queens like this?" Because there's enough room at the table for everybody. Baby, we got Maddie Morphosis on season 14, a straight man. And I've been saying this for some years. LaCresha can validate that. I've been screaming, I want a straight man on Drag Race.
I would like to see a straight man on Drag Race.
We finna see one. We're finna see how we do. I'm excited to see.
Yes.
See if he goes far. See if he don't go far. Like, what's the tape? What's the tape? But yeah, this whole mistreatment of Sigourney really rubbed all of us the wrong way. Really did. So now we're at the top 5 moments that really just pissed us off. And these all come from international seasons. But number 5, we're back down under. Racist Adams. 2 things. A, they should have done a full background check on this queen. It's clear they didn't, because if the people of the internet can find this before the cast was even officially announced, they were pulling up all the stuff that Scarlett did. You telling me Drag Race couldn't find that out? And second of all, if it's true that RuPaul and them did not know until that moment they addressed it, they should have disqualified. They should have disqualified Scarlett.
Okay, I mean, you disqualified, misqualified, and then gonna turn around and everybody who's been problematic since you've given them a pass.
This just it really irritated me. And if you watched our season breakdown, I kind of ranted about why it pissed me off so much. So
yeah,
well, that detail, I don't want to go into that rant again. I really don't. But she's grown up in the age of social media. She knew exactly what she was doing. She knew what the hell she did was wrong. And honestly, I don't see the work that she's put into it to say that she's changed.
No.
And there's a reason why she's the least followed queen from Down Under. It's rare if a queen made it to the finale and it's the least followed. And anything else you want to say about this thing? Well, let's make a trip over to Holland. She should have went home.
Yes. Because, like, first of all, I would hope, but this year's recent actions from Rue made me question it. But I am pretty sure Rue would have sent her home.
I don't know, because Rue is a executive producer on this show, so Rue helps make these decisions.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that was like an after the fact type situation. Now, if she was made aware of it during, then yeah, Rue should have made that.
But cheating, I feel like that's something that should be brought to all the producers immediately. We have somebody cheating. Call RuPaul.
Yes. I mean, because if you sit here and you send Willem home for breaking rules, having visitors, etc., in contact with the outside world, then her having a phone should have sent her home immediately. She wouldn't have made it on the stage for me.
Because here's the thing. She says that she only used it to contact her mother. How do we know she's telling the truth? Because she could have looked it up for Snatch Game jokes, for design looks, for inspiration, for design look, inspiration for anything. That is completely unfair, and I agree. There would have been no coming to the main stage. No, I'm petty. She would have came to that main stage. She would have came to that main stage before we would have done all the critiques. We would have had the lip sync, kind of like with Willem's situation. We would have had the lip sync, and I'll be like, 1 second, she did lip sync. But I would have been like, about that phone situation. Tabitha, please step to the back of the stage. About that phone situation.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about it. You're disqualified. No, I would have told her she was safe, and I would have had Tabitha lip sync against somebody else, just like with Willem, and then called her to the front and be like, due to the recent actions that have been brought to our attention, we're sending your ass home.
That part.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, it pissed me off. It pissed me off. It made me so mad. I'm glad I don't live in Holland. Okay. So number 3, we have to take a little trip over to Italy. The mistreatment of a Norma Jean.
Yes.
The
ageism of a Norma Jean.
And the fact that they villainized this queen when she did nothing wrong.
No, she was just frustrated.
She was frustrated because LaCresha, La Bamba, and Frida Kunt
were coming for her.
Like this was like the second or third episode where they kept coming for her. And she would be minding her business. She'll be sitting there sipping on her drink. She'll be sitting there putting on her makeup, whatever the case may be. And here comes one of these two. And then they want to get mad when she responds.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to get mad at her for reacting, but we're not going to get on to LaQuisha and Frida Kunt.
You keep telling me how to act, but you're not telling
You keep telling me how to react, but you're not telling her how to act. I will forever quote Vixen for that. Because I was not the biggest Vixen fan.
No, but that was a moment.
When she said that, I was like, oh my God. And that made me reevaluate several queens. It made me reevaluate Fifi, Tyra. It made me reevaluate all these other queens that people just hate.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what happened. Everybody was mad at her for reacting, but nobody got on to the other two for the way they were acting.
Nope.
Now, granted, there was a piece we didn't see. Apparently, it was too much for Italy TV. Girl.
No, because they kept showing the stuff. That's the dumb part.
Number 1, that's on Discovery Plus in Italy. And then Wild presents everywhere else. What TV are we on? I'm listening. Well, what TV are we on? It was just like, what? What? Because what you've shown us is that she is a victim here. She was victimized by you, Priscilla, by you, Frida Kunt, by you, LaQuisha La Bamba.
That makes me irritated every time.
And I wonder if that's the reason why Frida didn't win. Because they got a lot of backlash. LaQuisha got most of it, but Frida got some of it too, for how they were treating the Norma. But it was just like.
So I'm pretty sure somebody somewhere had something to say about them being in the top 4.
It was just the mistreatment of her, and even Avant-Garde. Like, hers wasn't as bad. She had a few moments that I'm like, girl, I feel bad for you. But Norma, and when they had to lip sync to not be disqualified, I'm like, wait, what? So you tell me I'm losing.
Yeah, what was the point of that?
I'm going to be disqualified. Okay, so I'm a champion, greatest of them all. Like, and it really irritated me because it ruined the looks. Like, we're seeing everybody's runway looks right now.
Right.
I'm like, hold up. No, you like, wait a minute. We're seeing everybody's runways. That just ruined the moment from when they did the runway later. I'm like, I already seen the looks.
Was not impressed.
At all. At all. But honey, let's move on to number 2. We're going back down under. And you had a lot to say earlier, so I'm going to just let you go. Art Simone came back. Go.
What was the point of Art Simone coming back? Like, I watched the stupid after show after she left the first time. and I watched it, and like literally, and I'm pretty sure there may have been a lot that was not shown, but the only empathetic thing that came out of that, I don't even remember. I think it was something about like missing her mom or something like that. But why? Other than she was Michelle's favorite freaking drag queen down there. And then there's no explanation, there was no justification, there was no like, hey, this is the reason why we brought her back. I mean, because at least in other seasons, when they brought a queen back in the same season, there was justification for it. There was a reason behind it.
I'm gonna let you continue, but there was one time there was no justification. They just brought her back, and that was Naysha Lopez season 8. RuPaul's like, I had to send 2 queens home. How quick can you get here? The fuck? I was pissed about that too. But anyway, continue.
But no, there was just no point, and it ticked me off. Yes, I had Art in my top 3. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh, I did too.
But the fact that she was gone and then they just brought her back, and it would be different if there had been like the little skit like they had with that queen you just mentioned, where it was like, oh, let me pick up the phone because I had to do this. So I'm just, no, it was
I wouldn't have
literally like,
justified it for that either.
it was literally just like I walked into the workroom and was like, oh, by the way, I'm going to bring so-and-so back.
Like, what was the point?
What was the point? What was the point of sending her home? It was a waste of a lip sync. It was a waste of an episode. If you wanted to you should have got rid of somebody, or there nothing.
Like, I can understand if they did like a mini competition with the eliminated queens to see which one of them could come back, and say if Art won that, I would have been like, okay, I really don't want to hear, but hey, she won, she's back.
Right.
But there was no justification for returning Art, other than the fact, like you said, Michelle loved her. And on top of that, she's the most well-known queen that what they had. And, prior to this, she already had a Wild Present show.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like, people know this queen. We need her back. Like, was that supposed to be the gag? Was like, okay, we're going to send her home, but we're going to get her back.
No, because that should have been set up from the beginning if that was what the case was.
Honestly, I think that was the case. It's just they planned it poorly. I really think they had every intention. Okay, we're going to send Art home early, and then like 2 episodes later, she's going to come back. But they didn't give no storyline reason for her to come back. Other than she needs a second chance. Okay, well, Coco and JoJo needs a second chance too.
Yes, especially JoJo.
I heard rumors and rumblings that they're talking about doing an early out season. Like All Star 7 will be all queens who were eliminated first, second, or third.
A pork chop season.
Pretty much. So hopefully, they'll pull in some international girls to come compete too, if they do it.
Hey.
But that's what the rumor is, that they're going to do some early outs next All Stars, or they're going to have an early out season in general. But yeah. Are you ready for number 1? Because I got things to say about number 1.
Okay. He is Desmond Tanner, and he's got something to say.
Number 1, we're taking a trip back to Holland, and it is the elimination of Kita Minaj. This is the most what the fuck moment ever. Ever. Like, I could have got over Vivaldi not being disqualified. I'd be like, okay, I'm still here.
Mm-hmm.
But when they sent Kita Minaj home after having 3 challenge wins,
right?
Every time she's fallen into the bottom, and I'm sorry, she won that lip sync because they lip synced to "Don't Stop Me Now" by Queen.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm kind of upset the U.S. hasn't lip synced any Queen songs. I'm like, how? But anyway, Kita being sent home really pissed me off. We stopped reviewing the show, if you remember, because we were reviewing it weekly. We're pushing through. This is stupid, but we're gonna push through. But I said, if they send Kita home,
I ain't reviewing no more and didn't.
Baby, I saw that. I turned it off right then and I didn't even finish. I didn't watch Keita go write her mirror message. Nothing. I went doop doop. No. As soon
I
as
think
I
I just
heard, as
stopped
soon as
paying
I heard
attention.
Vivaldi, Shantae, you stay. Well, I was like, oh no, click. No. Went straight to Twitter and started talking trash. I did. I did. This moment right here is when I thought, you know what, we might be getting too much Drag Race. This moment made me think, you know what? We might be getting too much Drag Race now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so irritating because this is the second season in a row. Fred, what the fuck are you doing?
I don't know. I really think Fred is just picking their favorites.
It's so annoying. Like I was
I
so
mean,
pissed.
like Envy earned hers, so I don't have nothing to say.
Oh, here's the thing. Envy deserved that crown. That's not the question.
Yeah,
There's no questioning that. It was the way the queens went home in the order they went home, and the fact that Abby, oh my God, was saved every week when Abby, oh my God, should have went home. Oh my God, the first or second time she lip synced. And then that double
part.
save between her and Mama Queen. Are you kidding me? And then we get here to season 2, and you screw over Ivy Monroe, and then you screw over Love My Sissy, and then you screwed over Keta Minaj. Like, what the hell? What the hell?
No.
And just seeing Keta sitting over there in the finale in that seat with the rest of them, I'm like, that's not fair.
Because it was not making sense.
That was not fair.
No.
Now, here's my thing. I'm happy Vanessa won. Don't get it twisted. I'm so happy for Vanessa. I'm so mad that Keta didn't even have a chance. If Keta would have did the finale and they still would have gave it to Vanessa, I would have, okay, Vanessa, because you did good too, sis. You did good too. But the fact, which is my main argument for All Stars 3, the fact that Shangela didn't even get a chance to do that final lip sync pissed me off. The fact that Keta Minaj didn't get a chance in that finale really pissed me off because, baby, she would have ate them up in that music challenge. Baby, and we're celebrating, breathing. I hate how much I like that damn song. That's like one of the few good things that's come out of Holland. Like,
that's the only good thing that's come out of Holland.
I was like, yeah.
Although I do follow Envy Peru on Instagram.
Oh, it just. I mean, let me stop. I don't want to rant too long. I said I was going to rant, but this video's been going on for a while, so I'm trying not to. But this is the moment that pissed us off the most this year.
Yes, top 25 moments or top 20 moments that could have been 25
this year, and
that
this was
number
one.
Yes,
and I had to use this look because it's my favorite look of Miss Keta Minaj. She did this. Actually, this whole runway, the Monsters Ball, honey, they did that. Oh, they did that. There was only one I didn't like, and that was Ivy Monroe. And everybody else,
yeah. Let us know below how you feel about our ranking.
Yes, let us know.
And put yours down down below.
Yes, do you agree? Do you disagree?
Yes,
because we had one person mad at us for putting LaCresha in last place of all the winners. And I was just so nice to them in the response. So anyway, let me get off this here. We need to stop sharing this screen because I'm tired of looking at Keita because I'm just getting mad looking at her. But that is our top 20 moments. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let us know.
Let us know down below.
And also don't forget to subscribe to the new channel. This is actually tomorrow's Queen of the Universe review will be the last video that we post that has anything to do with drag on this channel. The new channel, Unapologetically Honest, hosted by us. Go subscribe, honey. It'll be linked in the description.
Down below.
We need you there because, baby, 2022 is going to be amazing.
Yes,
because
I feel like it's coming. It's coming for
it
us.
has to just cut from the interactions we've gotten just in the past.
Yes, because these last like 3 months here doing drag, it has been like,
it's been amazing. So please join us on this journey, baby. We're gonna be taking over. We're gonna be hosting our own panels, okay? So let's get on over there, okay? So we're gonna wrap this up here. I know this video is a little long, but hey, we were pissed
you
off a lot
asked,
this
we
year.
delivered finally.
We were pissed off this year, okay?
Yes.
So,
Let's not piss us off in 2022, RuPaul, Supreme, Fred.
well, Supreme didn't really piss me off. It was the people. Well, kind of with Drag Volcano, but other than that, Supreme was actually one of my favorite hosts. But yeah, Fred, can we get a new host for season 3?
Do we have to have a season 3?
Well, they haven't announced a season 3 yet, so. LaCresha, where can they find you on the social medias?
You can find me at Cresha McGill. That's CRESHAMCGILL on all social media.
And you can find me in the club, like a pocket full of bud, but stay 6 feet away, okay? Because Omarion's running around and. But if I'm not there, you can find me on social media at Simply Desmond. That's SIMPLYDESMOND. Thank you for spending a piece of your day with us. Don't forget.
Thank you for spending this year with us.
Thank you for the year. Thank you.
And we have grown a lot on this channel this year. So let's take this growth and bring it to the new channel.
Yes. And we'll see y'all tomorrow for the Queen of the Universe.
Queen of the Universe.